Of course, looking back, in your life, I think you always could do things different. I mean, just as human beings, we evolve and we get mature. And I've evolved and I've gotten more mature. And when you look back at the stuff that happened, people got to realize that, I was a kid from the streets when I met Dave, and I was really introduced into the publication life and the daily operations of magazine life, but that wasn't me, I loved hip hop, I loved doing music, rapping and producing, but I was also out in the streets and I was getting my hustle on and dealing with the stuff that's in the streets. So it was a transition. When the Source was at its top and at its height, even within all the controversy, I really didn't have to answer to nobody. It was like it stopped there with me. So a lot of the situations that occurred was I may have used the magazine as a platform, to voice what I was thinking. And, in this industry, you really have to be politically correct. It's not always the right thing to be, but you got to understand, it's the industry you're in, and some of the stuff that you say, you really don't realize how it affects people. And I probably didn't realize it. A lot of stuff that probably occurred that put me in a negative light, I probably just didn't realize it, because I'm not a bad person. My mother and father didn't raise me to be a bad person. The stuff that I believe in, I believe strongly, and then since I had the platform, I probably said some things that I probably shouldn't have, that I know I shouldn't have. So, looking back, I definitely would have, and knowing what I know now, I would have, changed things about that, yeah. Yo, this is Benzino. I want to send a big shout out to Hip Hop Wired. Y'all doing a great job over there, and keep that blogging going.